Hey, good morning, guys. This is KLBELVIN, and I normally don't do too much scoping on the weekend. It's my downtime and catch up on some grading and play with my little one. Come here, baby. Come here, darling.
Hey, girl.
It's my little girl, and this is one of the reasons why I don't scope as much on the weekend. But I want to give a shout out to Odis Bellinger because I come on Periscope to get information. I'm not really a big person who hangs out on social media just vegging out. There's too much to do just to sit around and to veg out on that don't make the mind grow. So I came across Odis' scopes, caught my attention. I believe I might even been referred by somebody on my list. And I can honestly say that when you watch others on scope and hey KL, somebody say hi KL, say hi.
Hi.
And when you look at other folks' scopes and you get involved, you don't know where it could lead. So I watched Brother Odis. I noticed that we had things in common in terms of working with young men of color, working on, he speaks all over the country. Me, I'm kind of, when you invite me. I kind of stay close to New York or this on the East Coast because I got too much going on, and I'll travel when I can. I do most of my traveling in the summertime when I'm not teaching. But I can honestly say I appreciate him inviting me to Detroit. I appreciate him inviting me to Detroit, and thank you for the hearts, by the way, in June to come speak at this event, because that is really what it's about, is that when you connect with folks on Periscope, it should be with the idea of gaining, come here, big head, gaining knowledge, gaining connections, and then sharing information. And if you have talents, being able to share those talents. Thank you for the hearts. So I definitely am looking forward to coming to Detroit to hang out with the brother, network with the brother, as well as learn some things from him. Hopefully I can bring some things to the table that can help him in what he does. And I honestly believe anyone who watches my scopes, I am a strong believer in networking. I'm a strong believer in connecting. And one of the things that he said in terms of other cultures support each other, and many of us know that are in business for ourselves. I am also an entrepreneur. It is very difficult at times when working with other brothers and sisters of color to get them to understand what we do and to let go of some of the mentalities that we know permeate in our communities. And the only way to change that is by showing them better. Too often we tell and we say, and we want folks to say, well, just give me money. No, we have to show in what we do, just like as a man of God, I have to show you in my actions, not just tell you in my actions. Thank you, baby. In my actions, so you can see it. Or I'm talking. You can't grab my face when I'm talking, baby. You can't do that. I'm talking. You can't do that. We have to make sure that we are showing so folks can see, whether it's on our scopes or whether it's in our business, whether it's in our daily lives, is because those are the things that help your business grow. Those are the things that help other people to network with you. Thank you, darling. Those are the things, she's giving me a haircut. Those are the things that allow folks to feel comfortable, to gain trust in you, because they see the things that you do. They see, say hi, baby. They see the hard work that you put in.
Hi.
And this has to be, there you go. And this has to be the case. And we need to do that. And we need to start looking for more individuals who have the same mindset, who are about the things that we're about. We need to start linking up. And if it means taking a trip to Detroit, if it means taking a trip to another part of the country, do so. I'm traveling to California next month to work with Stephanie C. Harper, another friend of mine. She asked me to come and work with... What are you guys? Oh no, what I'm just speaking right now. I am first of all, my name is KLBELVIN. I am an educator. I am a poet. I am an author. I am a publisher. I own my own publishing company. I'm a husband, father, speaker, mentor. I wear many hats. And my reason for being on is I wanted to shout out Brother Odis Bellinger, because in connecting with him, I'm supporting him, he's supporting me. And this is what we have to do in supporting each other, because as businessmen and women, as business folks, we have to support each other, and we have to look for folks who have the same mindset, who have the same vision Even if they're on higher levels, lower levels, we have to interconnect to build what we're attempting to build. Because then in different parts of the country, we have connections that when we get there, or if we set up reasons to come and connect with each other, then there's financial opportunities for us in helping other people. My biggest thing is trying to help and uplift people, and I get paid from doing it. My focus is not the money, because if you chase the money, you miss the people. Real simple. I'll say it again. If you chase the money, you miss the people. And when you use that phrase on your Facebook page or on your Twitter page, make sure you give me credit. If you chase the money, you miss the people. KLBELVIN 2016. It's simple. Hey, darling. And so this is what has to happen. Now, yes, I am the author of 3 books. 1 poetry, my memoir, and my latest book, Lukewarm Saint, which is inspirational fiction. My memoir, which is called From Gigolo to Jesus, and my first poetry book is A Man in Transition. I am a self-published author, but I own my own company because I want to help other authors self-publish. When I created my first book, many people said, don't do it. They said, don't publish poetry, no one buys it. I said, okay, I won't sell poetry. I will sell who I am, what I'm about, what my poetry is about, and that is what allowed me to become successful. Because as you do things, people are going to say no based on their doubts, based on their fears, or based on their failures. You take that information, but turn it into a way to work for you. So what I said was, okay, yes, people don't buy poetry books, but people will support somebody who's real about who's real about his wife, who's real about his mom, who's real about his children, who's real about his failures. Yes, baby. Who's real about the things going on in his life. And when they see that and respond to that, they will pay for that. But I don't try to hold anybody up. My books were only $9 or $10. But what I did in self-publishing is I found a way to get the books at a cheaper price. And when I went out and was traveling and touring in different places, I noticed that authors were talking about how much they were paying per copy. Didn't make sense to me. And when I would talk to them, I noticed that they weren't doing the research, and they weren't pitting printing companies against each other for a better deal. They were just accepting whatever deal they wanted. So their books were costing $7, $8, $9, $10 per copy, and my books was $2.87. So when I would sell them at $10 to make them affordable to the people that I'm dealing with, I was making as much, if not more, profit than those individuals who had went with companies that they just heard about. They didn't do the research. And so how can you buy a book at $8, $9, or $10 and expect to make any money? Because if you price the book at $19, $20, you're not going to sell that many books, because people are not going to pay that type of money from a self-published author at that higher price when you don't have an established name. You become a Steve Harvey or James Patterson or someone of that nature, you can charge whatever you want. People are going to buy it. Sister Soldier, I seen her sell. I was at an event with her. I seen her sell hardcover books that were $27, $28 each, and people bought 2 and 3. But Sister Soldier has a name, she's established, and people know who she is. Okay, fine. When you're coming up as an independent, self-published author, you have to fit your book in to a niche that is going to work for you at a price that is going to get people to check you out and support you. Another mistake that a lot of authors made when I was coming up is they didn't have websites. They didn't have websites. They didn't have websites for people to deal with them directly. So they only sold through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, which is a mistake. You need Amazon and Barnes & Noble because a lot of professional places can only buy from certain websites. But, hey, how you doing, guys? But you lose money because those companies hold you up. Those companies take 55%. I'll tell you right now, Amazon takes 55% off the retail price. So by the time you sell the book, all you'll make is $1 a book. So where they get you is they'll say, well, we are reaching millions, so you stand to make tons of money from that. As a self-published author, you'd be lucky if you sell 500 to 1,000 books, maybe more. And if you now have done more than that, you want the maximum profit possible. So you should have a website, a working website, a website that is trusted, that deals with PayPal and other services that a person trusts, so they feel comfortable in doing business with you, comfortable in using their credit card. So you need to have a website that is set up to do solid e-commerce business. And I'm not going to get into all that right now. I'll probably do another scope on the self-publishing thing, because I've had this discussion many times, and I know that a lot of authors do what they do and do what works for them. Like, I don't believe in selling my books for 99 cents. I worked entirely too hard to give the book away for 99 cents. All my books are either $2.99, $3.99. I make it affordable. And trust me, people can afford $3 or $4 for an ebook. But 99 cents, you're making 30 cents on the dollar. It's it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, but anyway, back to what the point is. I really, and well, I got you. You should have hit me up. We could have, you shouldn't have had to make that mistake. You could hit me up. I would have helped you with anything. And I still will help you with anything. Because the idea is, if you only sell from Amazon, first of all, that's a third-party vendor. And they're going to take their cut, and what's left over is yours. Plus, they take a large chunk at the beginning. And I ain't want to turn the scope into this, but I'll get into this real point real quick. Is that by having your website, your people, your friends, and people that you do direct business with can deal with you directly. Your website should be well done, well kept, and again, set up for e-commerce. And this way, people feel more comfortable when they come to a website and they see that. This way, when you're dealing with local or smaller venues, they can get their 25 books, their 10 books, 100 books directly, and that's profit, more profit for you. Now, like I work for the Department of Education here in New York, they can't buy, they can only buy from the vendors that's listed, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. So, okay, hello from Long Beach. So if I have to do business with them, fine. Then I'll take the money from there. But most of those companies are going to buy larger orders of your book. But back to the whole point of this is, Odis Bellinger is a brother that comes on, and I like his style. I watch a lot of people's scopes. I watch a ton of scopes because I'm interested in learning about people because it helps me as a writer. I don't interact on everybody's scope, so I know a lot of people will go back and go, I see KLBELVIN comes to my scopes a lot because I'm trying to get information. But if I don't see an avenue for me to really input, if I don't see it that way, I may just be there for the information. But I love to interact with people. If you reach out to me, I'll reach back and we can talk, because the idea is that there's always something to learn from someone. I don't care what level you've got to. I watch all type of scopes, but if it's of a sexual nature, I don't really do erotica. Those days is behind me. If it's so I'm eclectic. I like a little bit of everything, but I don't do erotica. I don't do a lot of religion bashing, even though everyone has the right to whatever they want to do. I don't do a lot of religious bashing scopes. So I watch a little bit of everything. Plus, all the people on my scope share who they're connected to. So I check out who they might. Hey, JP, Miss Simmons is in the house. So I might go and check and see who they want me to check out. But I may not say anything. I may just sit there and watch. With the hearts, I got to sometimes remember that hearts help other individuals. So if the scope is of interest, I'll give hearts simply because, and thank you for the hearts, by the way. I'll give hearts because I know that hearts are necessary. But the one thing for me is, back to Odis, is watching him, it reminded me of myself. How do I like mermaids? Okay. I just want to say real quick, block party is and has been in effect. So please don't get blocked on foolishness. Don't have time to waste. One thing I like about Odis Bellinger is that he's animated about what he does. And that's one thing I do like in the scope. When you are excited about what you do, it catches my attention because I know energy is something that you must give. It's not just it's natural, but you still got to give it out when you're speaking. Often I'll see people doing scopes and they look like they're doing them at gunpoint. And it's looking like, oh, well, I'm on scope and, I have a book to sell or, I just, please. It's like, okay, if you're going to come on and you're going to talk to people, be animated. I also, when somebody asked me about the scopes I watch, I'm not a big fan of a lot of foul language. I understand we're adults, and I understand adults are going to be adults. But if like every third word is a curse word in what you're saying, it beats my ears up after a while. I got to go. I can't really sit there and hear all that. Plus, my daughter sometimes may be around. I don't want her hearing all that, and so I'm not going to go put on headphones because you decided that the language that you want to use is whatever. Fine, I'll just find another scope. And remember that whatever you do, keep learning. Whatever level that you're on, keep learning. There is no such thing as the highest level of information. There's always new and more information that can be given. Again, thank you for the hearts. And if you just tuned in, my name is KLBELVIN. I am an author, poet, educator, mentor, speaker, father, husband, man of God. I wear a lot of hats, and I thank you for stopping on and sharing a few minutes with us. But forever, you have to be. I'm returning to grad school, and today is the 9th. 9 days grad school starts me. I am working on my second master's degree, but this one is going to be in counseling and ministry. My first master's degree is in curriculum writing, assessments, and teaching. And some people will say, a second master's degree, well, how much education is enough? I will get as much as I can hold on to or can afford. And so for me, I am leaving the educational field. So the reason why I'm working on a second master's degree, it's going to help me in the area that I am heading into. Plus, I want a change in my life, so that's why I'm doing it. After 20 years of teaching, I am leaving New York, and I'm leaving teaching, and I'm going to work on something else. And so I want to have a degree that's going to allow me to do more of what I want to do, and that's more in terms of my faith, my writing, my focus, and a lot of the things that I'm doing are that way. So I say all that to say this, is that you have to use this medium and any other medium that you're connected to find people who are heading in the same direction that you are. They do not have to have the same products. They do not have to sell the same things. But when I say heading in the same direction, they understand what energy is required to do what is needed. They understand that knowledge is one of the most powerful things that you can have along with that energy. And again, I'm going to say this, and I said it earlier. If you chase the money, you miss the people. Again, do not steal my term and not give me credit, because if I see it somewhere, I'm going to know you jacked it from this Periscope. If you chase the money, you miss the people. The people are what allow you to make money. If you get so caught up in money that you chase it, you will run past people who could not only help you sustain the money, could help get you to higher levels of the money. And so you really have to take a minute out and focus on the people, because in helping, assisting, and working with, for, or about the people, money will come. People will pay for assistance. People will pay for help. People will pay for knowledge. People will pay for entertainment. People will pay for information. People will pay for anything that is going to benefit them in whatever form it benefits them. The question becomes, how do you shape what you do to make them feel comfortable with giving you money? One of the biggest mistakes, this reminded me of you. I'm glad you joined. Thank you so much. One of the things I notice when I go out to different events, one of the things that, come on, darling, mommy's coming back. You with daddy? Come on, get up. One of the things that bothers me so much when I go to events is authors who, they can't wait to try to shove their book into your hand, and they go right into the pitch and yo, my book, yo, this and this. What happened to good morning? What happened to hello? I would definitely love to reach out. We can definitely talk, but I wear a lot of hats. So depending on time and depending on what you need, we would have to sit and figure something out. But I'm definitely here to help. With complete mentoring, I don't know if I would be able to do that, but I definitely would love to help you. So main office, baby doll, daddy's on, look. Main office at bravinpublishing.com is my email. Feel free to reach out. And yeah, main office, BRAVIN publishing.com. Reach out. I don't really mentor as much right now, but I'm definitely here to assist whoever needs assistance, because that's the thing, is we definitely have to help. But you have to realize that. And also, you can't be scared to ask for financial assistance. It's not begging for money if you're providing a service or you're giving a product that you believe is of value. Right, baby? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? No kiss? You gonna say hi, no? Oh, you say hi, but you can't give daddy a kiss, huh? Daddy will give you a kiss. But you have to, don't feel bad about asking for money for the services that you provide, because again, you are a professional. And I think that's another thing too, is that we're nervous that people are going to say, oh, it's just about the money. No. Being a professional means that you are providing a professional service, a professional product, or professional knowledge. That comes with a cost. And this is what has to be understood, but you don't have to hold people up. You can sit down and have the initial sit down with somebody and talk with somebody to understand what somebody's. And again, I appreciate all you guys that joined. Please share this on you with your friends on Twitter. Please share this with your other friends and followers. I definitely would love it. I appreciate all the hearts, by the way. Definitely, thank you so much. But please share this, because that's another way that we can connect sharing with individuals. Thank you so much for inviting people to come and check it out. But that's something too, is that we have to understand that when you're in business, you cannot be scared to ask for financial profit towards what you do. But you got to make sure you're not holding people up. And what I mean by that is, when I first started my company in 2010, I put all my prices, and my prices are still on my website, bravenpublishing.com, www.bravenpublishing.com. I used to get emails, and I used to get inboxes of other publishers who would say, why do you have your prices up? That's going to hurt the game. That's affecting me, or my authors are questioning why I charge X, Y, and Z. You shouldn't do that because you're affecting the market. Check this out. Baby doll, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Get down. Yes, that's mommy's. Get down. Check this out. I didn't worry, and I still don't. Thank you. There you go. When you chase the money, you miss the people. I don't worry about what other people make and don't make based on what I do. I have to be beholden to God. And I felt that if something costs $12 and I charge $14, that's my business. I don't care that you're charging $20. I don't care if the market is charging $22. I might charge $16 because I want more people to be able to do this. If it brings down your profit margin, I'm not stressing that. You figure it out. Because too often we price things in such a way that, hey, no problem, appreciate that. We price things in such a way that we don't care. No, I don't have a new tan. I'm the same color. We price things because we want maximum profit, but we don't realize that we then push people out who might have fantastic ideas, fantastic energy, who just maybe need to get in, and then they could take it from there. So another reason why I leave my prices where people could see it is I'm working with authors to help them self-publish their work. I provide literary services. To the individuals. That's what my site is about. That's what I am, a publisher. I'm a literary service provider. So when you go to my site and you say, well, how do I publish my book myself? All our prices is there. What that does is it allows an author to figure out how do I, or what do I need to do to put the money to the side to be able to publish my work. And then when we have a conversation, you're not shocked when I say how much it is. You know how much it is. And if you need to take time, and you come back and we go from there. That's another thing too, is that, yes, baby. I also don't take as many clients. I take clients by referral now. I'm not worried about, again, making maximum dollars. As I told you before, I wear a lot of hats. So I deal a lot with referrals. When you come to me, I need to understand what your vision is, what your energy is. Because I'm not going to lay my time down to work with you and you're not serious about what you're doing. Yes, baby. Yes, I see. It's a big piece of corn. So go watch TV. Yes. Well, it's corn. Yes. Cartoons. But, and so like I said, and again, let me just get back to the main focus of the scope is, like Odis Bellinger said, we need to work with each other. We need to look for those that have the same focus as us, who are going in the same direction as us. It doesn't have to be limited to color. Sometimes we close so many doors to us by just focusing on color, but we do have to consider that factor too when doing work. Let's not be naive, and let's not think that we don't live in a world that doesn't see color. But we have to make sure that we're open to dealing with all who have the same. Thank you. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. That have the same viewpoints as us, that have the same focus, and that may take you cross color lines, and that's my thing. So again, I appreciate all that have stayed with me and watched this, all who have shared, all who have given hearts. Let me run down again. My name is KLBELVIN. I am an author, educator, poet, mentor, speaker, father, husband, and man of God. And I connect all of those. All of those are connected. So you're not going to try to give me money in one area that's going to affect me in another area. No, it's all connected because it is who I am. And I am at the circle. Second, my email is mainoffice@bravenpublishing.com. That is how you reach me. If you want to talk. My website is www.bravenpublishing.com. And if I didn't respond to some of your comments, actually I don't have my glasses on, but I will go back to look at the analytics. And what I mean by that is you should have, if you are scoping, fullscope.tv. You should be on fullscope.tv. It allows you to go back and read all the comments. You'll go back and see all the hearts that were given. So you'll be able to, also everyone's Twitter account to whoever connected with you today. So you'll be able to contact. So everyone on this scope, I will reach out to directly, other than those that left some very derogatory comments. They were blocked. The block party is always in effect when I'm on a scope. I used to, a couple scopes back, I was allowing that to affect me because I really get offended when I see people who want to take shots on social media, but then I realize it takes away from the message. So I just block it and keep it moving. But I am on Facebook, KLBELVIN, Google+, KLBELVIN, Tumblr, KLBELVIN, Twitter, KLBELVIN. And if you want to get an idea of some of the things I do, just simply do a Google search, KLBELVIN. You'll see a lot of things that I've done. Also, my YouTube page is KLBELVIN. My previous scopes are there, as well as other videos that I've done. I do video all the time because I want you to get an idea of who I am. I want you to learn who I am. And also when I have thoughts and things, I put it down. And actually, I'm actually going back. Oh, how do you get your scopes on YouTube? Oh, easy. If you're saving your scopes to your phone, which you should at first, like as soon as I'm done this scope, I'll go to my phone. In my gallery, it'll say Periscope. And then I basically upload the video straight to Facebook from there, straight to YouTube from there, and then straight to Google+. The other way is by downloading fullscope.tv, that's one, or catch.com. K-A-T-C-H. Catch.com will not only save all your scopes, it will upload them to Twitter once you're done, as well as all the links will be there. And I guess, I'm not sure what Catch, yeah. So you go with the Catch, all your videos are there, and you just take the links from Catch, and you can put them anywhere that you need them on your websites or whatever. So if I just feel like being lazy, I'll just upload them. I upload them from Catch, but you can save them from your phone and upload them directly to YouTube that way, and you're fine. Or if you have fullscope.tv, you can download the scope and then upload the file to YouTube. So that's a little tech stuff there too. That's another thing too. If you're going to be in business, you must be tech savvy. I run into a lot of individuals, and that's part of the research and knowledge that I was talking about. I was trying to end this scope, but I'll a couple more minutes on that. You have to be tech savvy if you're going to remain in this business, because things are ever changing. Like now, we're live streaming. A few years ago, you didn't live stream. So I mention about Periscope all the time. I believe that if you're an entrepreneur or author, you should be Periscoping at least once a week, if not more, because people need to get to know who you are. Forget your work. Your work is solid. I got that. That's the reason why you published. You want your work to be bought. I got that too. But what do people know about you? What are people learning about you? What do people get to see from you when you're scoping that makes them go, I want to support that brother. I want to support that sister. I want to check out you dog. Okay, well, listen. You actually got it wrong. It's G-O-D. What you want to do is create a presence that comes from using the mediums where people are. It's funny, my girl JP Simmons, if she's still on, we were talking one day, and I remember she had said like numerous times, more eyes, more buys, which is true. The more eyes that are on you, the more people will buy what you do. All right? And then, yes, as people love and respect you, they want you to grow. Also, they want to tell other people, I met this guy, I met this young lady. Word of mouth is still the most powerful thing ever. How? Jesus didn't have media. Jesus didn't have live streaming. And people were running miles to where the argument is whether he was who he was. But people don't argue that he wasn't here. So people have that conversation at a time when they didn't have social media. They had donkeys. and scrolls. And they went out to say, I just heard this dude you need to hear. So we need to understand that word of mouth. KL, take that out your mouth, darling. Come here. Come here. Come here. It's not mommy's. Come here. Get that out your mouth. Stop that. Still got to be a daddy. Scoping or not. Gotta make sure my little girl's okay. But we have to understand that word of mouth is still powerful. And word of mouth has only been transferred into good info. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sounds good. Make sure you reach out. We'd definitely love to connect. But we have to make sure that we have created a presence where people feel comfortable, as well as people understand. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to sell? Like, I see people in some scopes, they're arrogant about who they are. What are you saying? And what are you trying to sell? You just on and you're arrogant. Okay. Angry person syndrome, I guess. Be open. Be engaging. Be enlightening. Even if it's about yourself. Well, no one, I tell my students this all the time, no one knows you better than you. So as you're evolving into whatever you're going to become, no one knows your ups and your downs more than you. And I don't know what's going on with you till you share it with me. Now, when you share it with me, I can help point you into a direction that could help in whatever direction you're going, or head you off and stop you from going in a direction that could hurt you. But if you don't share with me, I don't know. Well, the world is no different. If you don't share with people what you are selling, what you are about, what you think, what you are, who's going to know? Like, you saw the derogatory comments. Some people went on exactly what they saw, and I guess they connected my skin color to whatever. Okay. So they get blocked, we move on. But then you also, if you've been watching, seen the beauty of meeting people who are learning from what I'm doing, appreciating what I'm doing, and hopefully we'll connect and it extends itself from there. So back to the original point, Odis Bellinger is someone that I've been paying attention to, and now him and I are going to get together in June, because I'm going to come to his event and speak at his event, and hopefully we can reach some individuals and help some, and I can help him build his business in Detroit. And I believe, yes, I'm moving to Delaware in July, that, you know, when I can get established in Delaware, he'll come to Delaware and we can set some things up there. Or if he's touring somewhere and he needs somebody to show up somewhere because they need another speaker. Okay, that's you. Why are you making all that noise, baby girl? If he needs somebody to show up, he gives me the call, Brother KLBELVIN, can you show up? Yes. But none of that is going to happen if I don't reach out and we don't connect with each other first, and I don't look to come and work with him, and he doesn't actually put the offer out to who wants to come and work with him. That's what we have to do. And looking for individuals and looking for people and helping people. Come here, you want to lay down? Lay down with Daddy. Come on. Good girl. You tired? You sleepy? Okay, lay your head down. I got you. She tired. She been up early. She gets up early. This is around her nap time, 12, 1 o'clock. But anyway, if he doesn't put the call out about who he is, if he doesn't let me know what he's about, I don't know it. I miss it. And if people don't share about him, I miss him. So that's how we have to use live streaming to our advantage. I actually have a plan that I wrote for authors to be able to use Periscope more effective. The only reason why I haven't put it in effect yet is because I have so much on my plate that it is very difficult, but I'm going to try to put it in the hands of somebody else and let them run with it. They make money, they make money. That's another thing too. Don't be scared to let money go. I know I said I was leaving, but it's Saturday. I'm home relaxing. Don't be scared to let money go. Don't be scared to open up your hands and say, I'm not worried if you get rich, because mine is coming. I hear a lot of people say, what's for me is for me, and what God has for me is for me. But then they're panicking when somebody else is making money. They're frustrated when somebody else is making money. They're envious and angry when somebody else is making money. But yet they walk into a church every Sunday and call out to a God every Sunday. For what? How is that possible? Oh, press play to continue. I got it, baby. I got it. I'll take care of it. As soon as I get off, I'll put it back on. As soon as I get off. And so I don't understand that. And I don't get it. I don't get how you could call yourself righteous, call yourself faithful, call yourself a person of faith, and then be angry, despondent at somebody else making money. No. What's for you is for you if you go out and open up doors for yourself and then allow the Lord to work with you, through you, for you. You have to also want to see other people do well. See, for me, I want other independent authors to do well. I root for other authors to do well because we live in a copycat society. If one independent author makes it big, other people are going to start to look for other independent authors. And if my stuff is tight and I am in a position that I need to be in, somebody's going to come and look at me. So I'm not worried about it. You also have to wear multiple hats. No one says you're going to eat off of just the one hat that you wear. If you got that, yo, God bless you. But we also live in a world where you need to do multiple things, have multiple talents, and you need to turn those talents into ability to feed yourself. A little bit of food from many places fills your belly. A little bit of food from one place, you might starve to death. But if we're panicking and we're angry about the little bit of food from the multiple places because it's a little bit of food, we don't see the blessing. Life is not that difficult, ladies and gentlemen. We make it difficult. So brothers like Odis, Bellinger, and the brothers and sisters who are out here trying to be positive, I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope that I have been helpful, knowledgeable, and entertaining to those that have watched. Again, my name is KLBELVIN. Please reach out. Main office at bravenpublishing.com. www.bravenpublishing.com is my website. I'm on all social media. Feel free. And as I said, sometime later today when I get finished my work, I will go back and I will reach out to everyone that was on the scope, that took time out to watch, left hearts, left a comment. And if I missed any comments, I will definitely reach out with my contact information and we'll be able to connect. And we'll go from there. So have a wonderful Saturday, whether it's morning, afternoon, actually East Coast, so it's probably the morning for some, afternoon for some, evening for some, depending on where you are in the world. And I wish you a blessed day. Now I have to go play with my little girl. My wife came in. I was wondering where my little girl ran off to. Got to go be a daddy. That's what my weekends are for. I still squeeze in work. Got progress reports to do. Hey, listen, teaching helps pay the bills too. But God bless, guys. Listen, reach out. We can definitely talk some more. Take